Superman thought he could get away with this.
What happened to that big golden key you used to have?
Didn't think it was secure enough.
That key can't be safe.
Why don't you give it a try? I carved it out of a piece of dwarf star material. It weighs 500,000 tons.
No, it doesn't. According to Chandrasekhar, the maximum mass a white dwarf star can have is 1.4 times the mass of our sun. This means with my generous simple math, the densest white dwarf star possible is 10 to the power of 11 kilograms per meter cubed. He says
it weighs 500,000 tons.
Since he's American, we multiply by 2,000 pounds, which means the key is 1 billion pounds or 454 million kilograms. We divide this mass by the density and we get the volume of the key to be 4,500 centimeters cubed. That's a 21 centimeter diameter sphere or a cube with a set of 17 centimeters. And in terms of a key, this is what it would actually look like compared to a normal sized one. To be fair, in the comic book, it's much better. Also, the downwards force to do gravity from this key is this mass times 9.8 meters per second square or 4.45 billion newtons. Divide this by the surface area of the key and we get a pressure of 4.4 terapascals. Granite can handle 310 megapascals. Steel 345 megapascals. Even diamond is 60 gigapascals. Which means the key wouldn't just sit there, it would sink towards the core of our planet. Also, our universe is 13.8 billion years old. The coldest white dwarf star we know is WDJ2147, which is 10.7 billion years old and it has a temperature of 3050 Kelvin. We can use the Stefan-Boltzmann law to calculate the power the key would emit by multiplying the constant with the key's area times temperature to the power of 4. That's 9.8 kilowatts, which is like putting it in a commercial pizza oven, which means it would severely burn. And finally, the Pauli exclusion principle states no two fermions like electrons can occupy the same quantum state, which means the dwarf star material exists as a balance between electron degeneracy pressure and gravity, meaning the key wouldn't exist outside of the star because it would explode before you can take it out. So no, you don't have a key made of a dwarf star. Your girlfriend is just incredibly weak.